Hi, and welcome to Toking Points. You're tuned in with me, Swaggy Roaches, founder of the pro-cannabis band Stony Doom, and now we're expanding our network in exciting new ways. This is the place where we dive into deep, honest conversations with guests from the music scene, the cannabis world, and beyond. On Toking Points, we're here to break down the stigma, share personal stories, and normalize cannabis culture. From artists to activists, we're opening up the conversation about what cannabis means in today's world and how it's shaping lives, careers, and communities. This segment is proudly brought to you by The Stash Underground Rock and Metal, the home for all things heavy and high. Before we get started, just a quick note. Many of the topics we cover are still controversial. Some of our guests have taken real risks, putting their livelihoods and privacy on the line to share their personal experiences. So while this content is open to the public, we ask that you respect the privacy and lives of those who've shared their stories with us. Now, let's spark up and talk about it. Hello, this is Toking Points. I'm Swaggy Roaches. Today I have with me Steve-O from the band Gurney. Yet another member of the band Gurney has joined us. Those are dear friends of ours, so it only makes sense.
We love Stony Doom. We love playing with you guys, and you always have the best shows. That one we had in Manhattan, like the backstage was awesome because of you guys.
Yeah, that's a very fun, very special venue.
Fed us a bunch of edibles all day.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the press. Yep, they got more cool stuff coming. Some indoor shows coming up very soon, hopefully. So, very promising. Well, Doom Daddy, question number one. Tell me about your first experience with cannabis, or recall how you were introduced to it.
My dad smoked, but I was too young to really know what it was. You know, he just had like his little special cigar box he kept everything in. So I didn't really know about it, but my older brother sold some weed. He's like 10, 15 years older than me. He had a safe in our house that he kept his weed in. He sold it, and I figured out a way to break into the motherfucker and just started smoking all his weed. I was like 12 or 13 years old and just got like my whole neighborhood of kids high as fuck all summer until that's how I got introduced to weed.
So your bro was in the business, but he didn't introduce you himself. You had to like go and find out on your own.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Ouch. I guess that kind of bit him in the ass, huh?
Oh, he was super pissed. Like he was ready to fucking whoop my ass. Well, how we got caught? We were taking little bits where he didn't notice at first, but then like we got greedy and stole a whole bunch from him, and he totally noticed. And yeah, he's about to whoop my ass. We're cool now, though. We're cool now.
Yeah, of course, that's family. He probably beat the IOU out of you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's how I got introduced.
So you were obviously aware briefly leading up to that.
We could smell it. Mm-hmm. We could like smell it through the door. I'm like, it was like in the cartoons where the fucking hand of smoke comes out and it's like tickles your nose and fucking carries you over. Just follow it. That's what happened to me.
That's beautiful. Did you ever get caught or in trouble growing up?
For that, yeah. I mean, there were several parties when I was underage where I got caught with like a pipe or your little bag that you have. Because it was so hard to get back then, like you weren't going to leave it behind. Just fucking run off with it. Hope you didn't get caught.
Yeah.
I jumped on a grenade once for somebody. They were getting pulled over and they had the weed. And I was just like, oh, yeah, that's mine. But I got out of that, so it's fine.
Yeah, good. Thank goodness.
But nowadays, it's fucking, I live on the Missouri side, so I'm like, I don't have to worry about it.
No worries at all. Yeah. Has that been a huge relief for you since it's been legalized officially?
Not really. I didn't really give a shit when I lived on the Kansas side. I mean, even when I go out to like, you know, the Bottleneck or any of the venues out there, like I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah.
Do something.
Yeah, they're pretty relaxed, and Ryan and I were talking about that.
They're worried about like the fucking drunks fighting out there, so yeah, they got better stuff to worry about.
Tends to be more often the problem.
Find a lighter. Took
Grabbed
my
a couple for myself.
took my other one downstairs. I got a whole stash in this drawer. It's a little dark in there.
I've got a little hobbit running around here that steals them all.
These damn things have legs, I swear. Can never have enough. I have to always glance at the lighter collection at the gas stations just because I know I'm gonna need more eventually. So if I see a design I like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it.
You guys got the coolest sliders anyway.
Oh, thank
We
you.
need that. We want that in our merch. We tried to get some papers once, and it was like a ridiculous. We had to buy like 6,000 boxes at once. I'm like, there's no way we can sell that many fucking papers. We'd burn through all of them.
Best, yeah, right. The best price on papers I found was like $300 for like 100, and with or without the shipping delivery stuff. So we're probably going to do that next. But pro tip on the lighters, we just I work at a sticker shop, so I can do stickers very
Oh, nice.
reasonably. But it's just stickers wrapped around plain Bic lighters because you can get Bic lighters for about $1 a pop on eBay or Amazon. And
Big
then
bulk order of them.
if you can get a bulk order of stickers at the right size for a reasonable price, that's usually cheaper than having to buy a
So
giant.
we thought about that too. We'll have like a craft day and like make our
Yeah,
merch.
exactly.
We wanted to have some tie dye shirts. I was like, let's buy them in white and just like have a tie dye party. Be fun.
Yep. Yep. Our bandmates in one of their previous bands tie-dyed their own shirts and then screen printed the logo on it. So each one was unique and stuff.
Love that merch.
Yeah, man, I'm all about it. I'm all about the creativity and the DIY aspect. Just making things unique.
I mean, that most of that stuff's all on Ryan, but like we kind of
Okay.
share the same love of artists. We bounce different artists back and forth on each other.
Okay.
We both just are super down with art.
Yeah. And
Know what I like when I see it.
you're pretty keen on the lyrics, then I hear.
Yeah, I do all the lyrics in
Okay,
Gurney,
cool.
and
What?
I try. At first, they said when I joined, they said they wanted it to be a stony, doomy band, and I kind of took the stoner aspect of it and really ran and
Yeah.
like just tried to make all the songs about weed that I could.
Have
Now I
you?
try to just sprinkle it in a little bit on some of them, though, not make it so bluntly obvious.
Yeah, that's always fun. Yeah, the creative aspect of it, definitely. Have you recorded or performed with any other bands before?
I was in a band called Bleeding the Heavens back in probably 2010, 2012, somewhere around there. We jammed around here for a little bit, just kind of around the city. Whenever we went and did a professional recording, I always had some demos we had.
Sure. Killer. So this is continuing to take it to the next levels for you then with this project.
I mean, I hadn't played in a band in over a decade, and COVID hit, and I bought a new guitar rig because I had a bunch of money and I wanted to get back into it, maybe try to join a band.
Okay.
And then Ryan hit me up and was just like, "Come sing." Like, all right then.
So you play guitar too?
A little bit,
Okay.
of guitar, a little bit of bass. I've never done any of that in a band, mostly just vocals.
Okay. So you were just doing vocals in the last project as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know that. What kind of guitars you got?
I've got a Jackson, a little orange. It's a 120 Crush, but it's like a little 2x12.
Hey, there you go.
So it's loud for just being in the corner of the living room. It'll fuck
Yeah.
some shit up.
Fucking A, dude. Yeah. So you written any of the riffs then? You helped out with any?
No, no. Once I joined, like I really didn't have time to practice guitar much anymore.
Sure, sure.
Just vocals.
We'll never say never, right? It'll be there in the corner for you.
I say that because like we're probably going to be having uh, more guys join, and they all play in Orphans of Doom, and
Yeah, true.
one of them does vocals, and I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe we can just bounce around. Like I'll hop on the bass or something, and you get up there. Oh, it'd be
Keep it
fun.
fun, man. No rules, no rules. What's your personal favorite method of consuming? You a big just herb smoker? You like anything else?
Yeah, I had a phase where I smoked pretty much nothing but dabs, but I kind of just went back to smoking flower. It's just the smell and the taste of it. It's part of kind of the ritual for me.
for
I love
sure.
the smell. You can't really copy the smell through vapes or edibles. I like edibles though too, but yeah, they get on top of me pretty quick.
Yeah, edibles are a whole different game. I think
And then
everyone.
I like to party, so sometimes like you find yourself 500 milligrams deep, just like oh god, out in a public setting. Oh,
Oopsie.
yeah, I've been to Chiefs games. I had the best tickets to a Chiefs game ever for my birthday one year, like second row in the end zone. And I had several chocolate bars I smuggled in and ate them. And by halftime, I was just like fucking
Oh
nodding
my
out. I'm in
God.
the end zone, like Patrick Mahomes is fucking shit up, and I'm just like derp hard.
Oh man. Zoned in the end zone.
Yeah.
Holy crap. How do you feel like cannabis impacts your creativity? Do you are you always got a little buzz when you're working on lyrics?
I mean, I'm usually high like all day long, so
Yeah, figure.
it's just part of life.
Feel.
Um, it definitely motivates the lyrics for Gurney. Um, yeah, I try to put a little bit of weed in there to be in the subgenre, but I like to make it like evil, little
Only
evil
fitting.
weed, summoning fucking people by smoking a bong,
Yeah, yeah.
summoning the dead.
Goes with the metal tropes and the horror tropes that kind of go hand in hand with all of that, I feel like.
I like bands that party, like fucking Municipal Waste, or like I hung out with the Black Dahlia Murder guys a couple times. They love to just fucking go hang out and smoke weed behind the bus after the show.
Right, right.
Yes,
Definitely.
I'm in tune with that. You
Yep.
can find me at any show after we're done playing. And I'm probably gonna be smoking some weed outside.
Party drug of choice, for sure. You drink it all?
I mean, I used to be quite a drunk back in the day. I don't drink quite as much anymore. Just getting old. It's hard to do. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, get tired of it a little bit.
Yeah, I give myself a good handful of times a year, probably just to get fucking hammered and let it out. But
Yeah,
then, like now that I'm fucking 40, you feel it for like 2 or 3 days afterwards. So it ain't worth it as much anymore.
so I hear. So I hear. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I mean, I still like trying to get up, get ready for Gurney. I'll have like a fucking vodka Red Bull or something, little zing, pep to your step before you get up there and start windmilling my hair around.
yeah, yeah. There you go. A little caffeine. You drink you drink caffeine very much? You like energy drinks or you drink coffee at all?
No, coffee kind of fucks my stomach up, so I just don't really mess with it. And it clashes, that morning bowl and coffee, they clash to me. I know some people that's like a great thing, but for me it's like crisscrossing. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it can be intense. I kind of like it though. I'm a little bit of a sucker for pain, I guess. But
I mean,
yeah,
I'll slam some energy drinks like if I'm fucking on 2 hours of sleep or something and have shit to do.
sure. Yeah, sometimes
Use them how they're supposed to be used.
exactly. Yeah, amen to that. How about cannabis's impact on your daily life and responsibilities? Is it ever a hindrance to anything you have to do? Anything
No
important?
way.
Yeah,
No, 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 no. Like it sounds stupid, but smoking weed just like kind of normalizes me. Fucking not going too high or going too low. I'm like at a
sure.
baseline.
Yeah,
Normal, can be calm and logical. It doesn't hinder anything during my day. Nope.
it's not that it's not that you're always aiming to get messed up. You're
No, it's think
maintaining
of it
it,
as like it's a motivator. Sometimes it's like the carrot on the end of the stick. Like, all right, let's fucking get to fucking the end of work.
right?
Boom! I'm about to light up this bowl.
Here's your dopamine hit. Congrats.
Done did it.
Cheers to that. Fire it up. You deserved it. How do you feel about cannabis compared to other intoxicating substances? Alcohol, psychedelics, harder drugs.
Um, feel about it. I mean, it's much better than all of them. Anything can be abused, but like weed's hard to really fuck your life up on.
Yeah, I can
You
agree
can
with
you
that.
can spin out of control pretty quickly with anything else.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Yep, it's unfortunate. It's funny, but unfortunate that, something like alcohol is still completely legal, not even questioned. But most people would agree that cannabis is relatively harmless, comparatively very.
I think we're pretty close to it probably being legalized pretty soon, like federally. I
I'm
think we're pretty.
hopeful.
There's only like a handful of states left that there's like no legal. Yeah, I know Kansas is right there. It's surrounded by places now.
Getting
I
started.
used to live on that side, and I thought it was stupid.
Yep,
Like it's an agricultural state.
the big
It's like
time.
they're going broke. I remember one year in my tax refund, they're just like, sorry, we're broke. We're not giving you your fucking refund back. Like
Hmm.
they're broke. They're economic state. They're surrounded by places that make weed, sell weed, and they won't do it themselves. Like it's fucking.
What a joke. What a slap in the face of us as civilians and voters and taxpayers, I feel like.
You ever driven across Kansas? It's just empty shit. It could just be fields of fucking weed
Yeah, wow. Look at all this space for crop.
and all this commerce.
Cannabis and hemp are such incredibly versatile crops and plants. Yeah, damnedest thing. You have any experience with opioids? You ever had any like medical adventures? You ever needed to deal with opioids yourself?
Nah, I mean I've had like some. I think got some like hydrocodones, something. I'm having like my wisdom teeth out. I don't really mess
Yeah,
with all that. Nah.
for a very short period of time, I'm sure.
Yeah, just like one little prescription. No, I don't really do all that.
So you
Uh,
definitely don't have much experience.
coming from KCK, there's a lot of fucking people that just love oxys there.
Really
So I'm glad to not live over on that side anymore. Honestly, KCK is kind of a shithole.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I've learned a lot of interesting things about, the opiate crisis, and especially here in this country, and just feels like such a shame to me to rely on that and have that be a more acceptable alternative than something like cannabis, which again,
Right.
relatively, comparatively, very harmless and very beneficial. Certainly not the cure all, but very beneficial.
It's beneficial for me. I know that.
Yeah. Yep. Amen. Have you ever had any personal experience or interest in the gardening aspect of the plant or the science behind growing it?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I was a kid, I remember there was some little game you could get on your computer. It was like a little grow up, and you could adjust the lights and all the little nutrients in it. It was just like a little game. I was like, this is awesome. Grow your own little virtual wheat and shit.
Right?
But I mean, I've had a couple little setups before. I've grown a little bit. I've grown some mushrooms in my closet for a little bit. That was a pretty
Uh-huh.
fun little science experiment. Like me and my cousin just bought a bunch of stuff, got like spores online, went and got all this
Yeah.
shit at Walmart, and just like did science. We just
Yeah.
scienced it up.
Yep. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Mushrooms is something I would like to try sometime. That seems to be
Yeah,
getting a lot more popular nowadays.
we would try 3 or 4 different things to inject it on and see which one like grew the quickest on it, and like, all right, we're doing all of them with this. It
Nice.
was cool. We did some experiments. It's a good time.
That's pretty fun. Do you do very much science stuff for gardening in that regard? Do you grow any of your own veggies?
Yeah, I mean, we got a little tiny little garden. Our house is kind of too small to have a big one.
Sure.
We had a big yard. We'd probably have a pretty sweet garden for sure.
There you go. There you go. That'd be nice.
And we got like our own little herbs and some tomatoes, but it's just like a little planter. Somebody gifted us like a massive grow op a year or two ago, but like
Oh my
I don't have
God.
anywhere. I don't have anywhere in my house to put it. And then I got the
Like,
kibosh from the woman. They were like, "Nah, the electric bill go nuts." No, and I'm like, ah.
you got like all the
But
equipment.
I know this guy. He used to be in the Roman Holiday or Atme. He works at
Uh-huh.
the. He's a singer. He works at the Hy-Vee, and I see him all the time. And he told me about his little op, and he hooked up solar power, so he
Oh,
could just like not have to pay the electric bill really, and then he even was
nice.
like feeding back into the system, so you get like money back from him.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
that's that's awesome. Just more benefits, not even for himself alone, but the entire community.
yeah. He's giving back.
What a
How
guy.
awesome.
What a guy. He did this for you guys. Smoking weed,
Yeah.
for you guys.
He grew this weed for you.
Through this for you. Be thankful. So Ryan deals with all of the imagery, and you deal with a lot of the lyrics. And pretty much all the songs are about cannabis in some form or another.
I like to, even if really none of it's about it, like make a little something in the title or just drop a little line in there to still kind of tie it back in. That's what I like to do. We wrote this new song and it's about all like the old gangster shit in Kansas City. Like there's supposed to be bodies buried under the cement and Brush Creek. The Pendergrass guy, he owned the fucking concrete companies and he buried all these bodies. So nothing's really about weed, but then I just like, instead of Pendergrass, it's Pendergrass.
It's pretty brutal.
Bring it back in just a little bit.
I like that. I like that. You guys shot a music video not too long ago. Talk a little bit about that experience.
Man, so it was fucking freezing balls in this warehouse in like January, but we got a great deal because it was fucking January. Well, it looked really cool because we had that hot ass breath effect, like basically for free. We worked with Ben from Gourmand, which was fucking awesome.
Great guy.
He did an awesome job on it. It was down at Union Station that Stevie Cruz owns. It's a really cool, just like location to get some grimy footage.
Yeah.
That's what we were going for, just like some grimy looking stuff. We actually, when we were down there, we didn't even know it. We found like a Gurney was in there and it had like blood and shit on it. And we're like, this is fucking perfect. It's fake.
Yes.
There's a shit ass Gurney for the Gurney video.
Gurney for the Gurney.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
We almost had Ryan talked into like licking the old crusty blood off it, but we didn't.
Positive it was blood or it wasn't paint?
I don't know. He was going to taste it for science. I don't know.
You taste it, you might find out real quick.
Right.
What do you think about cannabis as a gateway drug to harder drugs? Does that seem like bogus to you?
Yeah, that's bullshit. Like most kids probably drink some booze before they ever would smoke weed or get anything else. And like they're fucking hoodlum ass kids anyway. Doesn't matter what drug you're fucking doing. Like they're looking to go get fucked up. They want to try new things.
Yeah.
Weed has nothing to do with that.
Curiosity and adventure, regardless. Did you try alcohol first or cannabis?
Pretty sure I'd had sips of booze somewhere before I ever got into the weed. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Finding like your parents' stash, or I'm pretty sure I can remember like an uncle being like, "Here, try this beer," like when I was fucking a tiny kid.
Yeah, I know more people than not that have very, very.
And you're just like, blah, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, acquired taste for sure. Did you like smoking when you first got into it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it pretty immediately. I remember getting jacked up. We made little foil pipes because we had nothing. We didn't know what we were doing.
Classic.
So we just like rolled up a little foil pipe and bent it, and yeah, we got fucked up, man. And yeah, it felt great.
PSA, because I've had this conversation a time or two now about the foil pipes and
man, they're terrible for you. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Be fucking
PSA,
stupid.
don't fucking smoke out of foil. We legit didn't.
God, I'm gonna die probably a horrible death because I remember in art class in high school, we were cutting pipe and like welding for art, and I like cut this big long thing like herp derp it's bong and fucking like hit it, and they were still fucking like smoking it from cutting the aluminum. Like I'm gonna die a horrible death over that one. I know it. I'm fucking stupid ass kid.
You feel that one cutting into your lungs when you cough.
Yeah, it's always there.
Permanent. Yeah, so legalize this shit so that
yeah, so you don't have to fucking smoke out of a fucking pop can
do stupid shit aluminum. Like we did. All right, that's the fucking moral of this story, if nothing else. You can protect the youth.
I mean, protect kids from going to. Do you remember having to go to like weird fucking places to buy your weed?
Yeah, that's
you have to go meet your fucking homie named Murder and meet him down at like fucking 8th Street in the ghetto. Like you don't have to do that anymore when it's This is legal over here. You just go to the dispensary if
Hey,
you need to.
you don't have to. You shouldn't have to.
I went to some sketchy fucking spots to like
and,
buy weed as a kid.
and met some sketchy
From
people.
sketchy, yes, from super
Not
sketchy
because you were a
people.
fiend, but because your homeboy said they were cool. So you were like, all right, I guess.
Just meet me over here, and you're like, okay. And that was like
And
before cell phones were really around, so you would wind up in some weird fucking spots.
knock on wood, I mean, I don't know about you, but I never had any bad experiences. Nonetheless, they were
I mean, I've got some fucking
sketchy.
bogus ass weed. That
Oh,
sucked.
yeah, that's sure. Getting ripped off is one thing.
You get something that's like fucking half seeds, and you're just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Or
Kids will never know that these days, though. They'll never know the struggle.
no, you cannot confuse oregano and parsley with the ditch
Oh,
weed.
not today's weed. Not today's weed,
Yeah,
man. That shit stinks. Crazy.
the nice good weed, it's without a doubt weed nowadays. Whereas
These kids will never know the struggle. I
ditch
run
and
from
brick, we were
cops a
smoking
bunch of times as a kid, like
literal
smoking
grass.
weed. I've been chased by cops for smoking weed. Kids will not know that.
That's
Cops
great.
are really not chase you for weed
Do
anymore.
you know? Maybe in Kansas, in small towns,
I don't even think they would.
not so much.
Yeah.
They probably don't want to. Less and less.
They'll never. When I was a kid, sometimes there'd be like a drought and you couldn't find weed fucking anywhere for weeks. Like that's gone. That's completely gone. You could just hop on over to the other side of the state, cross over to Missouri and buy it anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays, some states have problems with having too much surplus of stock.
Yeah.
Wow. What a time to be alive.
I know. They have big sales because they have too much weed.
Too much.
Oh my God.
You grew too much. You can have a little discount on this already overpriced weed.
So I found a strain that was named after one of our songs out in Colorado. I think it was out in Boulder. It was labeled something else, but then when I got it and opened it, it was like, this is called Mr. Nasty. And I'm like, no way.
You didn't even
I had to take a picture of it and show it to the fucking fellas.
So you're for sure it wasn't even called that when you bought it?
No, it was
a different
we
label?
we were buying like the fanciest joint we could find, one of the infused ones with the keef all over it. And it was called something, but once I actually opened it, it was like Mr. Nasty. Maybe it was the strain in it, I guess. I don't know.
Or
I was like,
or whatever.
God damn.
Hell yeah.
And I totally put a sticker on the dispensary outside. Fucking everywhere I go, I'm putting fucking Gurney stickers everywhere.
Like a treat. Oh yeah, you got to. I keep some in my car, and I try to remember to post them around.
Definitely, when I was on vacation, I brought like a big old Ziploc bag of them because I knew I was going to be everywhere.
Yep, stickers and bud. The stickers.
So
that's for us.
One time I had a 100-pack of Gurney stickers, and we all went to the Chiefs game as a band together, and I used the whole pack. There was like 100 Gurney stickers all throughout Arrowhead. Like whatever grounds crew guy was there was just like, those motherfuckers.
Put some green and purple on that golden red.
Everywhere. I'm hoping there's still one there somewhere. One that I hid good enough that they could find it. And it's still there.
Yep. We always say you got to hide one or two in those real deep Easter egg spots that isn't going to be found for a while.
I thought I did good. I was putting them on fucking these overhead hang signs. Like, I know I was a pain in the ass for whoever cleaned those up.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guy, if you ever watched this.
That's all right. You're giving somebody some work to do, right?
I'm not sorry. I'm lying.
We're out here hustling, all right? But we appreciate
vendors.
We appreciate you janitors who are obligated to clean that up. But nevertheless, we'll keep giving you work. Buddy, we got a few minutes left. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Steve-O, it's been a pleasure talking with you.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me on here, man.
Hopefully, Gurney's got a lot more killer new stuff coming up in 2025.
Yep. We're going to get back out there pretty soon. And hopefully we'll do some more stuff with you guys.
Yeah, that'll definitely be in the cards. We are very like-minded individuals, so we will definitely be seeing you guys soon.
Cool.